Live to Colombo now, we can join the BBC's Archana Shukla, who is there. Archana, we've been seeing those dramatic pictures of mobs on the street, the violence, the unrest, the buildings on fire, but there is now this curfew in place. What's happening at the moment across the country?
Heavy army deployment can be seen across streets here in Colombo, and we understand that's the situation in many parts of the country where clashes had broken out yesterday. This is the street that leads up to the official residence of the Prime Minister, where the initial clashes took place yesterday, that Rajni's report also spoke about, and there is heavy police deployment here. We can see some protesters still on the street with their banners, flags and placards, but there is still very limited traffic on the road, few people on the streets, shops, establishments, offices are all closed at this point in time. There is an eerie sense of, an uncertainty here with whoever you speak with on the street, who doesn't know which way the country is headed, because at this point in time, with no government, no cabinet, nobody knows, and a heavy deployment of army, people don't know which side or which way this is headed.
Archana, the Prime Minister has resigned. Was that not enough for the protesters? What else would they like to see?
The demand from the protesters for the last several weeks have been that both Prime Minister, the cabinet, as well as the President, who is Prime Minister's younger brother, Gotabaya Rajapaksa, he also resigns, because the protesters have been saying that they want accountability from the Rajapaksa family and the government for the economic mismanagement that led the country to this financial mess. And hence, while they are celebrating and while they are happy that Prime Minister has resigned, they are demanding that even the President steps down from his post and some other interim government comes in. And that's the question. Who would be the one taking charge and taking reins of the government right now? Because the opposition also seems a bit divided.
Yes, what is the most viable option now politically in terms of a coalition government?
The President, Gotabaya Rajapaksa, has called out for an all-party interim government, but we understand that most of the opposition parties are not in favor. They're not very enthused with that idea of coming into at a time of this economic crisis and taking on the lead. And plus, will they have the majority in the parliament? That's another question. The other viability is the President, because he has the executive powers. He appoints a Prime Minister who looks for a cabinet, and that is put to vote for a majority. Again, that's very uncertain with what has been going on and the kind of public support and public vote. The third option that is on plate is to get somebody from outside, and we are hearing, again, this is not confirmed, but we are hearing that like a former speaker, Karu Jayasuriya's name is coming up, and somebody from outside who has support from both parties and who has credibility with the larger popular vote in the country could come in. These are all questions that party meeting at 3 p.m. today would sit out and discuss, where all party leaders are meeting.
Okay, a meeting at 3 p.m. Really good to see you, Archana. We'll keep across all the developments in Sri Lanka. Things calm right now on the streets because that curfew is in place.